Hey guys, the Smoking Android here again. This is part 2 of 4 of our guide, and we are now at step 2, root and recovery. So if you're not experienced with ADB and debugging mode and you're a bit of a noob at this, don't worry, we're going to help you there. What we're going to do next is you're going to want to make sure that you have the preparation script downloaded, and that is this particular file right here. You're going to want to make sure you do have that downloaded, because without it, we're not going to be able to get this done. So let's get the phone ready. So you're going to want to turn your screen on, and we're going to want to make sure that we go to, and make sure that your phone's unplugged at this point. We're going to want to go to Settings, Applications, sorry about that. And we're going to go down to Development, and you're going to want to make sure that USB debugging is checked. Alright, USB debugging is intended for development purposes, yada yada yada. You're going to want to click OK. Alright, then we're going to go back, and now we're going to go ahead and plug in the USB cable from your computer to your phone. You're going to wait for your phone to acknowledge between the computer. You're going to let it do its talking thing. And as you can see, it's doing its thing there. All that stuff's there. Pull down the notification bar. Click on the USB connection. And we're going to select None. And then you're going to press OK. Once you've pressed None, your phone is actually going to end up disconnecting itself and reconnecting itself to your computer. You'll hear some more noises coming out of your computer, so that'll kind of give you an indication that it's doing its thing. Now that USB debugging is enabled, you'll be able to see that little icon in the top of your notification bar. Now, unplug the phone after you've done all that, and reboot. So while it's rebooting, I will go ahead and cut the video and come on back when the phone's powered up. Alright guys, after your phone's rebooted, you're going to go ahead and unlock the screen. We're going to go and make sure that USB debugging is enabled. Still, good. Alright. We're going to go ahead and plug the phone back into the USB. Alright. It's going to do its thing there. And there it is, as you can see. It's all connected up. Next, we're going to go ahead back to your computer, and the 7's prep file that you've downloaded, you're going to now want to extract to your C drive. Once you've extracted it to your C drive, it will create a folder. Go ahead to our C drive here, and as you can see, here's the folder right there. Alright, I'm going to open that up. And you're going to locate the batch file, 7's prep batch file, as you can see. Alright, we're going to click on that, and it's going to open up a command prompt. And as you can see, this will prepare the phone for root and install recovery. You're going to hit enter on that. And it's going to do a bunch of things, and you're just going to want to follow the prompts and the command there. Press any key to continue. Alright, now execute Ginger Break from your app drawer and hit root. After the phone reboots, execute system recovery from your app drawer and hit install recovery. your phone is now prepared to move on to the next step of the guide. So we're going to go ahead, go down to our phone, go to the app drawer, and locate Gingerbreak, as you can see there. So I'll hit that. Please make sure of the following before rooting. You have an SD card inserted and mounted, and your USB debugging is enabled. And now we're going to want to go ahead and just click root device. And that should go through fairly quickly. So this is actually going to take a couple of minutes, as you can see, and once your phone reboots, that means it's actually working. So as you can see now, it's starting to reboot, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out for a few seconds until it comes back. Alright guys, so now your phone's rebooted, and you're going to want to now go to your app drawer again, and you're going to want to locate the System Recovery app right there. Hit that, and then we're going to want to install Recovery. It's going to ask you super user permission. You want to make sure you hit allow, and install success. Alright, now your phone is rooted and you have Recovery installed. We're ready to go. Now, if you want to keep your phone stock, don't go any further. You're pretty much done here, and you basically have your phone rooted, and you can do all kinds of other things. Now, I do recommend the next steps being DeOdexing. You want to DeOdex to flash your GreyBlur ROMs or your GreyBlur ROMs, and so on, in order to also load up all those goodies like the HDMI 1080p recording and everything else there. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the DeOdexing. Okay, so we're ready to DeOdex. The next step you're going to do is take 7's prep file, 7's DeOdex file, and you're going to want to go ahead and extract that into your C drive. Once you've done that, you will see something like this. We're going to go ahead and open that up, and we're going to want to click on the Windows batch file, just like we did before. Double click on that. It's going to open up a command prompt. You're going to want to press any key to continue. Pushing files. This is going to take a moment, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and pick up again once it's finished pushing all the files. Okay, so it's done pushing, and now you should see something that says, now you will simply need to execute the script as root. Press any key to continue. I'm going to go ahead and press the key. Let's move the camera over a little bit. There we go. Alright, to execute the script, open up ADB Shell. Type in the following commands in this order, one by one, and there's the commands for you. This will finalize everything. Your phone will then reboot. You will then be fully DeOdexed. So this is where, if you guys remember, shortly ago, I said to download Android Terminal Emulator. This is where it's going to come in handy. Go ahead and get into your phone. Go to your app drawer. We're going to locate Terminal Emulator. It's usually at the bottom of the apps list. We're going to open that up. Then we're going to type in the commands as follows. SU to get super user permission. It's going to ask you for that. We're going to allow. Terminal Emulator has been granted super user permission. We're going to type in. You're going to want to toggle, again, once you hit that, it's going to make the keyboard disappear, so you're going to hit the menu button, it'll bring this up, toggle soft keyboard, and you're going to type in CD space / data /, whoops, /local /TMP. Then we're going to hit enter. Alright, next we're going to type /install, and I should probably have this zoomed in for you guys to see what's going on here. Install underscore, see if I can find that, and it's not in there, underscore, oops, where's the underscore? There's underscore script, script .sh. Alright, then you're going to hit enter. Boom. Look at all that crazy stuff that's going on. Pretty cool, huh? It makes you feel like a hacker. So this is supposed to basically reboot your phone after it's all done. Whoops. Wow, that's a lot of script. But what this is going to enable you to do is flash GreyBlur and GingerBlur and all the other cool PROMs out there for you to play around with, and because of that you'll be able to theme your phone. There's all kinds of really cool themes out there. You'll be able to do HDMI mirroring, all kinds of neat stuff. And looks like it's getting ready to reboot here. Boop, boop, boo, 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 boo. It's taking a little while, isn't it? If I need to, I'll cut some of this out so we can get to the point. Oh, there it goes. Alright, fully rebooted, and now that we are rebooted, you are now DeOdexed, fully DeOdexed. So, there you have it, guys. There is part 2 of our guide. Make sure you click to the next video in preparing and flashing GreyBlur. We're on the last home stretch here, guys, so stick around. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment.